I followed the producers through the studio kitchen like an obedient puppy, taking note of where all the equipment was, what types of ovens they had for us, and where the blast freezer was hiding. I was thankful that the production allowed the contestants to scout out the competition space the night before, rather than flying blind when the clock was ticking. The older lady to my left was pawing through the dry ingredient shelf. What a sweetheart. She looked like Betty Crocker reincarnated. She would be eliminated first. The sweet ones never survived. I sized up the loudmouth to my right and rolled my eyes. Never mind. Betty Crocker will make it to round 2. The stand-up comedian will probably get stuck in the walk-in fridge if he doesn't shut his mouth and pay attention. I rolled my shoulders back and forth to get the nerves out as I took it all in. Pastry Throwdown was a televised baking competition that had a cash prize of $50,000. I never cared much for cooking shows, but one of the producers had reached out and recruited me. I was going to turn it down, but only a fool would say no to a 1 in 4 chance to win that much cash, right? The poker club practically signed my name on the dotted line for me. Steve and his detective partner, Chase, threatened to escort me to Los Angeles to make sure I actually got on my flight. Of course, when I put up a fuss, Hannah Jane went and said those 3 little words that I never said no to. I dare you. And that's how I ended up on a film set, side-eyeing and mean-mugging the other 3 competitors. Sweet Betty and Loudmouth didn't stand a chance. If I had to put money on it, I'd say that Carissa Miles and I would be going head-to-head in the final round. I would win, of course. If you don't enter a competition thinking you're going to win, you've already lost. I knew Carissa from pastry school. Every semester we'd be top 2 in the in-house showcases. To say the 2 of us were competitive was an understatement. If it wasn't competing in school, it was competing for internships. After we graduated, the competition moved to industry accolades. It wasn't going to be easy, but the prize was worth it. Rubbing my win in Carissa's smug little face would be the icing on the cake. The producer quickly marched us out of the kitchen and into the large dressing room. Sets of chef whites embroidered with each of our names and branded with the competition logo were waiting for us. While she droned on and on about tomorrow's schedule, what to expect, and passed out stacks of papers with all the pertinent information, my phone buzzed in my pocket. I pulled it out and quickly glanced at the screen.